On today's Escape to the Country, I'm in a county that was home to one of the world's most famous female fossil hunters. Her work here went on to define much of what we now know about geology and paleontology. But where am I and who was she? Well, stick around and I'll show you. In today's show, I'll be helping a couple move into their very first home together. And they clearly like what they see.
This is a wow.
Isn't it?
That looks nice. Wow.
Well, yeah.
But our mystery house throws them into turmoil.
So we might have given you more to think about.
Yeah, another sleepless night, I think.
Wow, now then, OK. Well, today I'm in Dorset on part of its very famous Jurassic Coast. This part of the country shot to fame back in 1811 when a young 12-year-old girl and keen fossil hunter called Mary Anning discovered the bones of a big fish. It turned out to be an ichthyosaur 180 million years old. Now, her discovery provoked something of a revolution in thought. It challenged many people's long-held biblical beliefs that the world was in fact much younger than her fossil had proven. Well, since that discovery, this place has been a real mecca for fossil hunters down through the decades. And it's become such an important place of study and understanding that in 2001 it became Britain's very first World Heritage Site.
Sandwiched between its coastal neighbours of Devon and Hampshire, Dorset's position means that it benefits from this glorious 95-mile stretch of stunning cliffs that falls within its county border. But venture inland from the towns of Lyme Regis and Charmouth, and you'll find a rich hinterland with lush pastures providing perfect grazing territory for traditional livestock and alpacas alike. The region inspired much of Thomas Hardy's work, and as we'll discover, its villages remain a compelling option for aspiring escapees.
Now, if you've ever studied the Dorset coat of arms, you might have noticed the little motto that sits underneath it. It says simply, "Who's afeard?" It's by Thomas Hardy and it means, who's afraid? Something certainly worth bearing in mind when you consider that house prices in Dorset are the highest in the southwest of England. But for all that, as you might expect, there are some real gems on the market.
This 3-bedroom 18th century stone cottage in Kington Magna retains its original stone fireplace and comes with a generous private garden which covers 2/3 of an acre, all for offers over £300,000. Set in open countryside and priced at £495,000, this beautifully renovated 4-bedroom property in Sidling St Nicholas mixes character features with modern touches and benefits from bright, spacious reception areas which flow seamlessly into one another. And if your budget can stretch to £850,000, you could be moving into this impressive 6-bedroom conversion 6 miles from Poole. The walled garden and land extends to just over 4 acres.
So as you can see, some fantastic properties on offer, but you are going to need some fairly deep pockets if you want one. So let's hope that today's buyers have got what it takes.
Meet Valerie and Barry. This couple dated for 15 years before getting married, but then sadly work commitments prevented them from moving in together. They've been living in separate properties 70 miles apart, Barry in Sussex and Valerie in Kent. But now they're both retired, it's finally time to buy their first home together and have a lifestyle overhaul.
The country dream, I think, is a quieter pace of life. We've both led quite busy lives. We'd like to slow down and spend more time walking the dogs.
We want a bit more land. We want chickens. I've already been out and bought the chicken coop. I would like a couple of alpacas, and hopefully by having these sort of things that the grandchildren will want to come to the country and spend some reasonable time with us.
After many happy holidays in Dorset, they've decided they want to settle in a village, and with over a year of house searching already under their belt, they've formed a clear picture of their ideal country home.
The style of house that we're looking for is cottagey, pretty, maybe a bit quirky, minimum of 3 bedrooms and an ensuite if possible would be lovely. We would also need a utility room and a good size lounge. We would consider a barn conversion, although I personally don't like the vaulted ceilings.
And there's one room that really needs to measure up.
I like to bake cakes and make jams and chutneys.
But this kitchen just isn't big enough for the two of us. We get in each other's way.
On top of that, Barry's requested a garage or two. And of course, there's the land to factor in.
We would like a garden up to 1 acre so that we've got vegetable plot, keep chickens and possibly alpacas. We realised that with our budget, we'd rather to have a nice house and compromise on the garden.
And as they already have their respective properties on the market, they actually have a healthy amount to spend.
Our top budget for the move would be £650,000.
So for a very healthy £650,000, Barry and Valerie are hoping to get a nice 3-bed cottage full of character, ideally close to, if not within, a village. Now, they have been looking here in Dorset for some time. They did put an offer in, but sadly got pipped at the post at the very last minute. So the pressure is on to try and find them their dream home this week.
For Valerie and Barry's house hunt, we'll be casting our net wide, right across the county of Dorset, from Lyme Regis to Dorchester, so they can experience the full flavour of what's available. We've cherry-picked 3 fantastic properties to show them, but I won't reveal the price of each until they've had a guess first. And finally, our mystery house will set out to challenge what they think they want from their dream property.
Well, Valerie, Barry, welcome back to Dorset. I mean, this is your old stomping ground, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Now, with many couples who've been together as long as you have, I can quite honestly say to them, are you going to agree on the sort of property that will be your new home? And they'll say, oh, yes, well, we moved, once, twice, 3 times, and we always agreed, but you've never done it. This is your first home together. How easy is it going to be?
I think it's going to be quite easy because we basically love the same sort of things. The garden and pottering around in the garden.
Val?
I think, to slightly disagree, if the garden is right for Barry, and I like the house is probably more of a woman's domain, so I think I will have the last say
The last word.
We normally do.
Yeah, OK, fine.
Good.
So, if we can find you a house and you a garden and you somehow agree on the 2 elements, we might be OK.
You'll be there,
Yes.
yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
OK, well, look, let's go and see what maybe sunny Dorset has to offer you.
Yeah,
OK,
we're very excited.
Armed with their £650,000 budget, Barry and Valerie want a detached period home which offers 2 reception rooms, a spacious kitchen diner, at least 3 bedrooms, preferably one with an ensuite, and a large garden measuring around 1 acre. But if there's space for alpacas, all the better. All this ideally wrapped up in a village location. Our property search gets underway a couple of miles from Beminster in the village of Broadwindsor, earmarked a conservation area. It benefits from many historic buildings, including a church, local pub and shop, which serve its 1,200 residents. Our first house comes with a unique architectural heritage of its own, being Grade 2 listed.
Well, there we are. Our first one.
Very pretty house.
Yeah? It's kind of classic village house. It's sort of 1700s
Yeah.
or thereabouts, so it could be early Georgian.
Yeah.
Certainly the windows would suggest
They
that.
look Georgian, yeah.
But it's finished to a really high standard.
Good.
Yeah.
And you won't need to do much, if anything.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good start? Right, let's have a look.
Have a look.
Well, the internal space is as impressive as its facade.
Right, in you come. How about this then?
This is pretty.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
Nice flagstone floor to greet you.
Ideal for the dogs.
Very good for the dogs, and they've got 2 dogs here now, so it all works.
Yeah.
Let's start in here.
This is lovely.
Yeah.
Yes, very nice.
What's interesting about this house is that potentially you've got 5
Wow.
reception rooms, and you can configure them however you like. This one is currently set up as something of a dining area,
Yes.
but it's all movable.
Yeah.
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 Okay. But you did say that one of the key ingredients was a nice big kitchen diner.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
especially for when the family come.
Right. See what they think of this. Right. There we are.
Wow.
What's your head, Barry?
This is lovely.
Would this work?
Yes, definitely.
This would, yes,
This
definitely.
is- I love the doors
Yep.
out into the garden.
Imagine them opened up in the summer, and it's got
Yeah.
your centre
Yeah.
area
The
that you
island.
want.
Yeah. It's a really, really nice kitchen, this.
Yeah.
You know, granite tops and all that sort of stuff. So,
It's been finished to a high spec.
and to get something this big in a village like this, I think is quite exceptional.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Next door is the site of the old kitchen, which still has its original exposed beams. To the rear, there's an additional room currently used as a home office. And at the front, on the other side of the hallway, there's that second living room that they asked for with its own signature fireplace. Upstairs gives them 4 bedrooms, which of course is one more than they asked for, spread over 2 levels.
Okay, let's start in here. This would be, you know, another guest room, really. 3 on this floor to choose from.
This is a nice room.
Yes.
That feature there is the top of the inglenook from the snug
Right.
Yeah.
coming up with that lovely
It's useful, yeah.
oak top on it. But yeah, I mean, this is
It's a good, nice sized room.
really nice.
Yeah.
There's also a huge family bathroom on this floor.
Yes. Yeah.
So effectively, this is a guest floor.
This is the guest floor.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you two are on the very top.
Right.
Yeah, look at this.
The way.
Yeah.
The other 2 potential guest rooms on this floor are both large enough to be doubles, and one benefits from its own ensuite. But where they would sleep upstairs on the next floor really does raise the roof.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
this is a wow.
isn't it? Come on in, Barry. Don't be shy. What do you think?
We're up
This
in
is
the,
lovely, isn't
in the
it?
eaves, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is lovely.
Yeah, this is your own little space here. But the other great thing about this, of course, is that you've got your own ensuite,
Yes.
Right.
which is through here, which I think is really nice. And again, pretty generous, actually, when you think about it. Come on in.
Oh, this is
This
a
is
lovely
lovely.
size.
This
Yeah.
is lovely. Very
Yeah.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, nice open shower tray there and so forth. Just, again, light, too. You've got these lovely skylights here.
Yes.
Yeah.
If this impressive Georgian property were to be their first home together, there would be absolutely no work to do. But I know the garden is a big factor for Barry. Along with a lovely decked area flanking the rear of the house, the garden comes in at just under ½ an acre. But is it enough for all of Barry's plans?
Now, we spied the upper terrace from the kitchen
Yes.
and so forth, very much kind of formal lawn. This kind of dell, if you will, is the lower part of the garden. In fairness, Barry, we're probably not talking alpacas.
Well, we did discuss compromises, so unfortunately, this was one of them.
This is one of them. But we have got you a nice central village location
Yeah.
in a great village, and you have got room for chickens.
Yes.
So let's see how far your £650,000 is going to stretch. It's our first price guess. Valerie, go on, you go first.
Well, I think it is at the top of our budget, so I would guess 649.
649. Hoping for a bit of change. Yeah. OK, Barry.
And I'll go slightly lower. I would have gone at a similar price, but I'll go at 639.
639.
Yes.
OK. Well, you're absolutely right, Valerie. This is absolutely at the top of your budget. This is £650,000.
Yeah.
Is it? Right.
But, you know, the village location does come in at a premium, and the fact that it is so perfect,
Yeah.
clearly that is reflected in the price
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you should go and have a good old look around, see what you get for £650,000. Go and indulge yourself in that kitchen, Valerie. I know you love it, we all love it.
Yeah.
And see if you can find the kettle. Why not?
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
catch up with you later. Off you go.
Right on budget at £650,000, this fabulous Georgian property is a great opening gambit and addresses many of the criteria on their wish list. It gives them 5 reception rooms, including that magnificent family kitchen, a wealth of original features, 4 bedrooms with a master ensuite, and just shy of half an acre of garden, set in a very desirable village location.
The house is absolutely lovely. It's the sort of house that we could move into, drop our belongings, our luggage, and we'd be settled, nothing to do.
I do like this house. I really like the downstairs, the way it flows from room to room, especially this kitchen that looks out onto the garden and the decking.
Out you go, Valerie. After you, Barry.
Thank you, Jules.
Brilliant. Well, I think that went rather well.
It did.
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
It did.
Yep.
1 down, 2 more to go.
Yep.
But is this your new front door key, I wonder?
We will see.
Could be.
Dorset's mild climate and rich fertile soil makes it a horticultural hotspot, with a prime example lying 10 miles north of Dorchester in the Minton Valley. As Valerie and Barry are keen gardeners, earlier in the week we sent them to visit the magnificent horticultural haven of Minton House, home to the Churchill and subsequently the Digby families for over 350 years. Today they're meeting the 12th Lord Digby to find out more about its origins.
At the end of the 19th century, the old Churchill house had fearful dry rot, and so it was rebuilt by Leonard Stokes, who was a founder member of the arts and crafts movement.
In the 18th century, the former house and estate were bought by Admiral Robert Digby, who in 1768 noted, "The valley is very bare, trees not thriving, house ill-contrived and ill-situated." He set about landscaping the gardens, imitating the fashionable style of Lancelot Capability Brown, whose design influences were sweeping across England's stately homes, as Henry Digby explains.
Capability Brown absolutely revolutionised the idea of parkland and how you landscape parkland. Up to that time, mid-1700s, all large houses like this would have had long avenues of trees, they would have had formal flower beds. Everything was very contrived, looked very beautiful, like Versailles, but it was very much man-made. The revolution that Capability Brown created was that he wanted to integrate the landscape with the lawns, with the house, and make the landscape look as though it was natural.
Henry's grandfather and great-grandfather were plant hunters who, during the Victorian era, spent their time collecting exotic botanical species from expeditions to China and the Himalayas. And the rhododendrons, azaleas and magnolias that flourish in these gardens are all a legacy of that horticultural zeal.
We're now in the heart of the garden, and you can see over there one of the Admiral's cascades that he built out of the ballast balls, but in front of us we've got one of the best magnolias that we've got in the garden. It's probably about 100 feet tall at least. And one of the interesting things about magnolias is that very often a magnolia won't flower for the first 30 years of its life. So anything that we do in the garden here, yes, we're always thinking about 2 or 3 generations ahead and what it's going to be like then, which is extremely frustrating because you can't see what the product of what you've done, but at the same time we are the beneficiaries of everything that's been done, yes, for the last 250 years.
The ongoing vision for these gardens goes hand in hand with charting the history of English landscaping and provides an inspirational place that Barry and Valerie will have close to home when they make their move to Dorset. We're continuing our house search 5 miles inland from Charmouth, whose evocative coastline is utterly breathtaking, come rain or shine. Our second property takes them away from the coast and into the heart of a rural setting. But, as they'll discover, it gives them more land than they might imagine.
Make what you will of that, our second property.
That looks nice. That looks very nice.
Yeah?
What I can see of the garden, it looks beautiful.
sort of 1960s or so.
I was going to say it's a fairly new build.
Well, it is, and of course it benefits, therefore, from being laid out to accommodate, you know, modern living. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
have a look.
fine.
Follow me down.
Clad in local stone, I'm sure this 1960s property will give them a surprisingly warm welcome inside.
Come in. Come in, come in. There we are, Valerie. What do you think?
I think it's a very nice hall. I like the shape of it.
Yeah.
Stairs going up there, yeah.
Barry?
Lovely entrance.
I mean, this is the joy of a modern build,
Yeah.
Yes.
in that it's laid out with modern living in mind.
Yeah.
And everything kind of flows off of this central hallway. But let's start in here with the living room. Now.
This is nice. I
Yeah.
like
This is a nice size, lovely
Nice.
and light again.
It's bigger than we had before for your
Yes.
main
Yeah.
living room, shall we say, in terms of, you know, a separate area from the kitchen. You know, loads of light. I mean, that's one thing this house is not short of. And how about that? Cosy up next to your own little log fire.
That's very, very interesting, that fireplace, yeah.
And that gets even better through here because it continues into this sort of sunroom arrangement, which is also dining room, which is quite a clever addition, I think, this.
This is lovely,
This
yes.
is nice.
Yeah,
This is nice.
Yeah?
that's the
So
dining
this
room.
piece is the extension, is it?
Well, this is a later part of the property, this
Yes.
area. That's an old external wall there, you can see.
Yeah.
And what they've done is they've attached this sunroof to create something of a garden room, but with access out down those steps to the immediate garden as well.
Right.
So there we are, living room, dining room. Now the kitchen.
Yes,
Come and tell me what you think of this.
okay.
With such generous reception areas on offer, I'm wondering if Valerie will make a slight compromise on the size of the kitchen.
Okay, Valerie,
This is the kitchen.
this is the kitchen.
Okay.
Now, this is clearly not the same as our first kitchen,
No.
which
no.
was a real treat.
That was special.
Could you live with this one?
Yes, I think I could, because I can already see what I would do with it.
Okay, go on, tell me.
Yeah. Take that wall out.
Ah, and go into the dining room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have one. Yeah.
Yeah, very doable.
Yeah.
The great thing about these relatively modern builds is that, you know, that sort of thing structurally is...
Wouldn't
is-
be a problem.
Yeah, absolutely, very, very easy to do.
There's plenty of additional space in the form of a utility room, potentially a useful holding area for their dogs, with a WC and shower room next door. And sandwiched between here and the garage at the front is a handy workshop. With the downstairs covered, we'll head upstairs, where there are 4 bedrooms.
Now, as with the hallway, obviously, you know, the landing benefits from light from that window, and I think just, again, sets the scene for what you're going to get up here, really.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. Very generous family bathroom in here. There you go.
This is a good size, yes.
His and hers sinks.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's going to have the tidier side?
Well,
Me, I think. No, me. Not so much junk.
Right, out you go. Let's find you a master bedroom. Through here. So this is your room.
This is nice. I like the windows, the different shaped windows.
Yeah.
Nice and bright.
Again, they're lovely big windows to throw a lot of light into the room.
So how are we doing on the property?
Fine, fine. There's no issues.
Because it is
I
a bit
don't
smaller
think
than
so.
our earlier one, and I had a few concerns about that, but you seem okay.
Yeah, no, we actually don't need a big house.
Next to the master is a single bedroom currently used as a study, with 2 further bedrooms, both doubles, benefiting from large windows and garden views. And it's outside to the garden where we're heading next, which with 2.5 acres of land gives Barry a plot over twice the size he wanted. Perfect for growing his vegetables and keeping chickens. And there's even a paddock for those alpacas who could enjoy stunning views over the Marshwood Vale.
There you go, Barry. I think they'd be very happy, alpacas in here.
I think they certainly would.
So enough room for them.
Nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Nicely, you know, sloping away, nicely drained. Well, let's have a think about the money on this one, because clearly this has whetted your appetite.
Yes.
Barry, this is all about you, really, isn't it? Land and so forth. Let's have you go first on this one.
639,950.
Ooh, 639,950. OK, Valerie?
I think a little less than that, 625.
625?
Yeah.
Would you be happy with 625?
It would give us a little bit in the pot, yeah.
To play with. OK, well, there is a bit left over. You'll be delighted to know. From your budget of £650,000, you would have to part with £630,000 to get this.
Far out, that would be good, yeah.
20 grand left over.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. Right, well, look, the sun has finally come out to join us today. Make the best of it. Go and explore that paddock. See if it really is enough. And I'll catch up with you later.
OK.
Off you go. Enjoy.
Under budget at £630,000, this house has emerged as a strong contender. It offers 2 bright, large reception rooms. There's £20,000 left over for Valerie to create her dream kitchen. It has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 acres of land, which Barry seems smitten by, and it's all set in a peaceful location, but with Charmouth's amenities just 5 miles away.
I think with the amount of land that's with it, it's just what we want. It's got the chicken coop.
Yeah.
We can have a small orchard, the vegetables.
Vegetables, yeah.
And let's go and have a look at the chickens. But we've got
Okay.
everything that we want.
I know Barry's fallen in love with the garden and the area that would be probably my domain. I think I could cope with it.
The house, yes, there's a couple of things that we would like to do in the sense of small alterations, but other than that, the house is a good size for 2 of us. Jules was right, this just grows on you. It's got everything that we want and we've asked for.
Brilliant. We've come up trumps, haven't we? Come on, I'm going to whisk you away. Off we go. We've seen 2, 1 more to come. Tomorrow it's Mystery House Day, but this one, well, it's worked a treat.
As evening falls over the Dorset countryside, it marks the end of our first day's property search. After 16 years of being a couple but living apart, Valerie and Barry have raised £650,000 to buy their very first home together in rural Dorset. They've seen 2 stunning properties so far, one which offered Barry the land of his dreams for alpacas, and there's more to come as we confront the mystery house.
You've
Yeah.
certainly thrown the spanner in the works with this one.
Well, it is, of course, the start of our last day of house hunting down here in Dorset with Barry and with Valerie, and I can tell you that having just had breakfast with them, they are more than excited about the prospect of our mystery house. Now, overnight, they've talked about their previous 2 properties, and they're really happy with the way it's gone so far. So, can we continue to thrill them with our final property? Well, let's hope so, provided, of course, the weather holds off. Now, last night, guys, we were talking in the bar about what you thought the mystery house might be. What are your conclusions now this morning as we head to it?
Well, I think that there's a choice of 3. A traditional thatched chocolate box type cottage,
Yeah.
a mill on a river, or a converted barn.
There you go. I'm saying no more.
Well, Barry is actually on the right track. For our mystery property, we're heading to the village of Maiden Newton, some 9 miles from Dorchester. Located on the River Frome, it offers great walking terrain along the Frome Valley footpaths. The amenities serve a community of around 1,000 people, and the village has its fair share of historic architecture. Neighbouring the parish church, our mystery property certainly delivers big on house, but will it be too much?
There. What do you think? Nice, huh?
It looks lovely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, I like the full-length doors.
Now, what we've got is, I suppose, at its heart is a barn that's roughly, say, 200 years old or so. As you can see now, much converted.
Yeah.
But it does also benefit from having the addition of that structure over there.
Oh, that's part
does
of
it?
it.
That's all part of it. So you get the whole thing.
Oh,
Oh, my
I
goodness.
thought that was something different. It's
I
got a different
thought you
name.
might. I thought you might. No,
It's
you
got
get
a
the whole thing. It's made a huge addition to the floor space that's on offer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And space is one thing this place is not short of.
right.
It's lovely.
How much cleaning do you want to do? Come and have a look.
I'll get a lady in.
The courtyard also houses 2 large garages. Valerie was wary about a barn conversion, so is she ready to tackle those high ceilings?
Now then, come on in.
Wow.
Yeah? You like?
Yes. We like.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Yes. Very nice.
I think the way they've chopped up the interior of this, because obviously with any barn conversion, you know, in terms of turning it into a domestic building, you're starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I think they've done this really inventively. So
They
if you
have.
like what you've seen so far, wait till we get into the detail of it. Come and have a look at this. This is great. As living rooms go, I think this is lovely.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah?
That's lovely.
Now, what I think is quite striking about this is it's got a very Georgian feel,
Georgian,
because you've got
yeah.
these great
Yes.
big sash windows.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know I was in a barn,
You'd think you were in a Georgian house.
I would,
Yeah.
yeah,
actually.
Yes.
Impressed so far?
Yes.
Good.
certainly.
Right, well, let's continue back to the hallway.
Okay.
I'll show you what else happens. Now, the whole kind of floor plan is linked with this lovely light corridor,
Yeah.
which runs the length of the building. Leading off of it, we've got a very generous utility room down there.
Right.
They've got 2 dogs. You know, yours would be
Yep.
quite happy
Quite
in
happy
there.
in there.
Now, Valerie, this, I've been dying to show you this.
Wow.
Beautiful.
It's absolutely everything that you would want, isn't it?
Wood burner.
Yep. Vaulted ceiling, loads of lights,
Yeah.
open plan, kitchen,
Open.
diner and living room, actually, all in
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's open
And you
to
can
the
get
garden.
a lovely sized table in here.
Yeah. This is beautiful.
So have we really kind of put a spanner in the works?
You
here?
certainly
You
have
have.
after yesterday.
After yesterday. After that second house yesterday.
So we might have given you more to think about.
Another
Yes.
sleepless night, I think.
Wow, now then, okay. Well, talking of sleep, let's go upstairs and see what you get in terms of
Okay.
bedrooms.
We have certainly spoilt them with the ground floor. There are 2 further reception rooms, one a potential den for Barry and the other a glazed reading room overlooking the courtyard. Tucked away on each side of the central entrance hall are 2 cloakrooms. And upstairs the layout is just as extensive.
Up you come. Lovely, great big sort of family wing over there.
Yeah.
But this is for you 2.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like the window.
That's lovely.
But it does also come with that very nice ensuite. Have a look at that.
Oh, that's nice. I like the double doors.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah,
me
this
to get
is
through.
This is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ideal,
Yeah,
isn't it?
we wanted an ensuite, so
And you'd
this
feel
is
at home with this.
Yeah.
this is lovely.
So we're pretty happy then, aren't we?
We
Very
certainly
So
are.
far.
We certainly are.
So you've got, you know, barn, manor house, cottage.
Cottage.
I don't know.
Everything.
You
It's
know
all
it.
here. Yeah.
Well, we seem to be spot on with the master. Upstairs gives them 4 bedrooms in total, with the other 3 at the far end of the house. There's a potential double which follows the roofline, with a convenient shower room right opposite. Bedroom 3 also features a high sloping ceiling, and the 4th has a built-in wardrobe with a handy bathroom next door. There's no doubt that our mystery barn conversion takes light and airy to a new level. The compromise is that outside doesn't come with land for Barry's alpacas, but there is the possibility to rent the neighbouring field.
In terms of garden, really, to be frank, kind of what you see is what you get.
Right.
We haven't got acres of land for you, but we have got acres of house.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
the upside.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the money?
Yes. Right.
You've got 650. Where are we on this one?
I don't think it's enough. I think this is way over the budget.
Yep.
So I would say 699.
699, yep.
I'll go 679.
679. Yeah. Comfortably over budget, both of you.
Yeah.
The good news is, this is under budget.
Well, I'm surprised at that.
This could be yours for £645,000.
My
£1,000.
goodness.
That is.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
You see?
That's incredible.
Yeah, isn't it?
Such a beautiful position
Yeah.
at the village.
You've
Yeah.
certainly thrown the
Yeah.
spanner in the works with this one.
Oh, I thought we might. Well, look, there's plenty of it. There are a couple of bits that I'm going to leave you to explore
Okay,
on your
fine.
own. Go and finish the job off,
Okay.
and I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, Jules.
Off you
Okay.
go. Brilliant. Well, we always say that it is about location. This property certainly bears that out. It's a fantastic building, comfortably under budget. Is it right for them? I hope so. It should be.
So, under budget at £645,000, this remarkable mystery house would make an amazing first home, providing them with that enormous kitchen cum family room, 2 other large living areas, 4 bedrooms with the master ensuite, and although the garden extends to just shy of 1/4 of an acre, there is the potential to rent adjoining land. It's also right in the heart of the village.
I do like this barn conversion. It's very spacious. There are lots of bedrooms. The kitchen diner is wonderful, just what we asked for. So I do believe it is a real contender.
The only downside I feel would be the size of the garden, but the garden isn't everything, and I'm sure we can sit down and discuss these sort of things and decide what we want, a garden or a beautiful house.
Right, out you come. Get out of the mystery house. If you want to spend any more time here, you're going to have to buy it. Don't make your minds up just yet. We've given you, I think, 3 very good options.
You have.
So let's
You
go
have.
and find a cup of tea and you can mull it all over. And I shall grill you as
Okay,
to what the
Jules.
future holds.
Okay.
Dorset's Jurassic Coastline, a World Heritage Site, is a veritable treasure trove for keen fossil hunters like me, intent on finding its rich prehistoric pickings. So I'm meeting Dr. Colin Dawes, fossil hunter and local expert, down on the beach by Lyme Regis Cobb to delve deeper into the Earth's past.
Now, Colin, some people have been describing you as the Indiana Jones of Lyme Regis. Is that fair?
I do say that.
Now, you know, I was an archaeologist, you're a paleontologist, so I was interested in what people left behind, but of course you're fascinated by animals, I suppose the most famous of the lot being the dinosaurs, of course. So tell us a bit more about the Jurassic Coast and why it's become such an important part of paleontology.
Well, if you look at the cliffs, Jules, over there, you'll see they're grey, aren't they?
Yeah.
And the reason they're grey is because originally it was mud. Mud laid down, getting on 200 million years ago, during the Jurassic period.
I mean, I can see some of the layers there in the cliffs, you know, presumably they're old, you know, seabeds as well, are they?
That's right, as it built up, the mud built up, and the creatures that lived in the Jurassic seas, they had shells,
Yeah.
the shells got buried, and that's what we look for, fossilised shells principally.
Year on year, these imposing cliffs are eroding and revealing more specimens for us to discover. But collecting needs to be balanced as this is a protected site. Amateurs and professionals need to be mindful of the fossil collecting code. So no digging into the cliffs without permission. But hopefully we'll uncover some ammonite imprints in the loose stones on the beach.
Oh, hang on, what's that thing? What is
You've
that?
got part of an ammonite there.
It looks like a bit of plastic tubing in the rock, doesn't it?
Yes.
Look at that.
What it is, in fact, is the outer coil of one of these shellfish, these extinct shellfish called ammonites. And part of it's been replaced by fool's gold.
That's this sort of lighter stuff.
That's it.
Yeah. Amazing. And what's this thing here? This funny squirrely thing?
That's a nautilus.
A nautilus?
A nautilus.
Very Jules Verne, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Well,
is that's the shape of it there?
yes, that's very nice to compare the two. There's an ammonite, and these ammonites went out with the dinosaurs
Okay.
about 65 million years ago.
Yep.
But these creatures, nautiloids, are still with us today in the Indo-Pacific Ocean.
Colin has also made his own discovery that echoes those found here in the early 19th century.
Now, this model here, I recognise as an ichthyosaur.
Yes.
This is the giant fish that Mary Anning found.
Reptile, yes.
Or for reptile, yes, let's get it right, yeah. Absolutely extraordinary. But you've also discovered bits of ichthyosaur as well.
Yes, this one here, this is a superb example of part of its backbone. It's a part of a vertebrae which occupied the tail region of the creature.
Amazing.
It's incredible that 200 years later, such valuable clues of prehistoric life are still being unearthed on these shores.
Well, we have now arrived at one of my favourite parts of any escape to the country. It is, of course, decision time for Barry and for Valerie. Goodness knows they have been looking for their new home for long enough. Have we brought that quest to an end, I wonder? Well, let's go and ask them. So, Barry and Valerie, here we are at the end of our house search. Yes. Have we found you your dream home, though, I wonder? Let's just remind ourselves of where we went and what we saw. We kicked off with that very pretty 1700s Georgian-fronted village house with the fantastic kitchen diner.
Beautiful, absolutely mind-blowing, that one.
I mean, I thought the kitchen was going to swing it for you straight away.
Yeah. Yes, it was gorgeous. The slight downside of that property was the garden in the 2 tiers.
Yeah.
We're getting older all the time, and that would be a concern.
OK, well, then we took you to our second property, which in all sorts of ways was very, very different. It was very rural. It was a different style of building altogether, relatively new build, 1960s, of course. But it did come, Barry, with lots of land.
Yes. The paddock, the garden was nicely laid out. The views from that area were stunning, and it was everything we wanted. And we felt that we could do a lot with the paddock.
Yeah.
My concern was that, having shown you a much bigger first property, that our second one was a little bit smaller. It wasn't going to give you all the reception rooms that, you might want.
It gave us a larger lounge. And there's only the 2 of us at the majority of the time, except for when the family come.
Yeah, we don't need a huge house.
OK, well, then we took you to our final property, the Mystery House, which you had spent all night guessing over.
Away.
It was amazing inside.
Huge.
The amount of room, the kitchen diner.
Now, let's just talk about the kitchen diner, because I think you were a bit taken aback with that one.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Are you still thinking about it?
Yes, oh yes.
Is it the one, the kind of kitchen diner that you had always had in mind?
Yes, because you could have a nice big table in there, you could have sofas in there, you could have a television in there.
But I'm dying to know where we are now. I mean, you've been married for not a year, quite. You've been together for 15 years. This is the great moment when it's all coming together. Have we managed to find you your combined dream home?
I think you've really opened our minds to looking at something completely different.
We've got to decide, do we want a lovely house with a relaxing sort of retirement, or do we still want the real rural dream of keeping alpacas, chickens and animals generally?
I'm delighted that we've helped you to clarify a bit more what you want to do.
Yeah.
So we wish you all the very best of luck.
Thanks
Thank
very
you.
much, Jules.
And as ever, let us know how you get on.
We will, most
We will.
definitely.
Well, as you've probably gathered, this hasn't exactly been the sunniest week we've ever had down here in Dorset on Escape to the Country, but that's been more than made up for by the warmth and enthusiasm that Barry and Valerie have brought to this house search, a couple who, whilst they've been together, have had to live apart for the last 15 years. So, with any luck, they are now several steps closer to realising their dream of a life together. And here in Dorset, well, whatever the weather, it shouldn't go far wrong. If you'd like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and would like our help, then please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.